Hello, welcome to Electrical Mirror podcast. Electrical Mirror is one of the best publications to provide you insights from the electrical mirror. And here at ElAsia 2026, we are here to give you every update of every day what's happening at this international expo. With me, I have Sandeep from Panasonic. Hi, Sandeep.
Hi.
Can you please tell a bit about yourself and the company to our viewers?
Sure. So I'm Sandeep Jayapal. I'm the head of sales for professional lighting of Panasonic. So we represent Panasonic Electric Works India. That's where the entire integral electrical solutions are being provided. Uh, we have participated in this exhibition as the gold partner,
Wow.
and uh, we have showcased ourselves as a theme-based solutions from starting from outdoor, industry, residential, and commercial. We have showcased our latest innovations. We have all showcased our Indian products. Also, we have showcased our Japanese technology projects, which has been integrated with respect to the India market.
With no doubt, Panasonic is a trusted name in India. So, can you please give me a brief about how you just keep up with the innovation with your products?
True. Innovation is something really needed to sustain the growth as well as the profitability in the market. And India is a very unique market that way, where the market is really moving towards urban premium. So the customer wants more technology, more aesthetical, but a stronger and safer functionality. So the customers has been upgraded that way. Hence, we feel innovation is core to it. So we do, while designing the products, we keep this in mind, and hence the innovation is always about giving customers a very sleek aesthetics, customers enhance connectivity, and also not compromising the safety part and the functionality part of the product.
Well, that's so great. Now, when we talk about, so there have been some trends coming. Earlier, the switches board, the lights used to be somewhat way different what we use right now. So, how Panasonic is, coping up with this trend in a market where the generation is changing. If we talk about Gen Z, they want something else. If I build a house, I'll probably would not like just normal ordinary light from Panasonic. It would be something bit high tech, uh, may need less human control or something. What do you have to about tell me about all those aspects of it?
Absolutely. I think it's a very important question because today, uh, something specific you talked about wiring devices, which is the switches.
Yeah.
I think switches or the wiring devices are being treated essentially as part of home decor,
Yes.
even in home as well as residential as well as in commercial segment. So it's no more a functional device.
Right.
So it has to be the ergonomics has to match the interior design. While saying this, as you mentioned very clearly, the Gen Z has this expectation of
Right.
connected or IoT enabled. So we have switches, ranges, although which serves the functional part, but also ranges such as the Europa and Vision, which is Mira AI technology compact, which has the app-based connected solutions also, and the new urban touch products which we have launched in Europa and Roma, and both these are wireless scalable solutions. So it has really touch-based ergonomics, and it also has the wireless connectivity features, and that's the way forward.
And that's what make life so easy.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Like you don't have to go there. You just have an app and you control
Absolutely.
everything sitting here.
Absolutely. So this is one thing. It's all about having connectivity with the app,
Right.
and it's also about you have this personalizations, programming
Yes.
personalizations with respect to time-based switch on, time-based control
Right.
without the human interface.
Yes.
So that makes the next generations not just having an app-based control, but also less intervention of human.
Right.
Uh, you know, like certain appliances, you would like to run it at certain time.
Right.
So you don't need to intervene. You have to
Yeah.
just program in the app time-based,
Yeah.
and it just controls
Oh,
itself.
it sounds
Yeah,
so great. I feel like I should live in future now.
absolutely.
So when a lot of customization happens as a company, so many customer may approach you with different customization, be it industry based, be it a large consumer base. What kind of challenges you usually just face and how you tackle them?
Customization has become the norm, especially I would say more with respect to the commercial segment market.
Right.
Uh, and that is something which is gaining huge traction in the country also, with huge inflow of GCC offices coming into especially markets like Bangalore, where the commercial segment has gained huge traction. And we have to be flexible for the customizations, and we as an organization also accept it and welcome it. That's how we can partner more with the interior designers, architects, and the
Right.
consultants. There are products which gets continuously evolved in terms of technology, and there are products which has to get continuously evolved in terms of the form factor.
Right.
So necessarily, the customization is something which has to be adapted into the organization. One of the challenge which, to answer transparently the question, one of the challenges how early we are able to engage in such projects.
Right.
If we are able to engage in such projects, then seamlessly we are able to manage until the complete execution and commissioning of
Right.
it. And if we engage later, yeah, there is a little bit challenge,
Yeah.
but yes, that has to be managed.
Panasonic is a household name, I'll say, in
Absolutely.
India. So how do you like move above from your competitors in the market? What makes you stand out for the consumer?
So Panasonic carries this Japanese heritage, which is all about the quality, the process.
Right.
So we insist more on the reliability part.
Right.
So we have a robust quality process which ensure the reliability of the products. All our products has something unique strength in terms of reliability, in terms of the long life cycle. That's what the Panasonic heritage is all about, and all our product innovations and designs carry it. Added to which, since we are working into the electrical industry, which is mainly managing the power,
Right.
safety is primary important. So we always value that. We ensure that there is some unique solution in terms of safety into our products.
Right.
Just to name an example, we have a wiring device switches for the home applications, which can withstand at the terminal block temperature up to 850 degrees
Wow.
centigrades. So, so we focus highly on in the safety when it comes to the fire retardant, such kind of temperature withstanding capabilities, and all the products goes through highly accelerated life tests. So, in simple, it's about reliability and life cycle. Adding to it, just topping up,
Yeah.
connecting with one of your previous questions,
Yeah.
it is also necessary to be aligned with connected solutions. So we are upgrading our solutions, especially our building management systems and the wiring devices. As I mentioned, we already have Mirai capable app-based systems. Also, as you might have heard, Matter,
Yeah.
that's the new bus in the market,
Yeah.
which the Googles and Amazons are talking about.
Right.
And we are, working on building up our building management system to upgrade having the Matter,
Yeah.
so that once you have the Matter, then any appliances, irrespective of the brand, you can connect it and use it seamlessly.
That's
Yeah.
wow.
And Panasonic is also part of the Matter Alliance committee, and we will be soon bringing in many of the products in this technology.
Yeah, that sounds great and clearly leads to a smart living solution.
That's true.
How Panasonic is integrating smart living technology into electrical and home automation things.
Yes. As I mentioned, it is necessarily because the customer needs
Yeah.
connected solution into their products, be it wiring devices, be it lighting, be it home automation systems. So this has two aspects to it. One is the convenience, and second is the energy efficiency. So we can make the products energy efficient and safe, but when we use such IoT-enabled connected solutions, you have the option to optimize it further.
Okay.
That's the added advantage to it. Now, as I mentioned earlier, that the switches have become more intelligent now. Uh, the building management solutions are now scalable.
Yeah.
It also has this option of working on the backnet and Modbus solutions, which means that it can be integrated into the other solutions as well. Also, I have mentioned that we are working on upgrading our building management solutions for matter. So which means that we have more larger scalable solutions coming in future.
So you mentioned about the Japanese
True.
tech, right? So how do you balance these technology standards with Indian market requirements?
Very interesting question. It is highly necessary that to bring in good technology,
Right.
what we have available in the global platform of Panasonic into India. But while we bring this technology, it is most important to understand because India is a very unique market.
Right.
We have our own preferences. We have our own weather conditions, electrical conditions, price demands.
Right.
So the technology what we bring in India has to, adapt and becomes usable as well as economic for the customers. So we clearly keep this in mind while we bring products into market. For example, one of the solutions what we can say is the Ku series, which we call as the Japanese technology for lighting, which is all about spatial lighting, not just the task illumination. While we brought in this technology, it's a highly precision premium lighting. But while we brought in this technology, we did a technology transfer, and we are also aligned with the country's need, which is the Make in India
Right.
initiative.
Right.
So this has ensured that we are able to offer a good solution, an international solution to our customer in India, but at an economical scale. Another product what we have, an interesting product is the Nano E technology, which is called Air E, some part of our indoor air quality.
Okay.
So the rising needs in the market currently with respect to have good quality air.
Right.
So we have very unique products with
Right.
adopting the Japanese technology which we have introduced in India, which gives such kind of solutions, which is part of the global portfolio,
Right.
and we are able to find success in that.
Oh, that's great.
So that way we are able to seamlessly integrate both the
Right.
technologies and give our product solutions to the customers while meeting the Indian safety standards and the electrical standards and also the global standards.
Oh, that's great. So, if I talk about now, the consumer is getting smart and aware. They just don't want to use the product. They feel like it should be easily accessible. Plus, it should be environment friendly. So, how you guys are working on that aspect?
Being connected, the new norm,
Hmm.
it is also necessary that it has to be user friendly.
Yes.
So all the products and the interfaces are being developed, keeping this in mind, at how the end customer can access it at an ease.
Hmm.
Now, while saying this, also enabling such kind of interfaces to the products also enables the customer to measure and have capture the data or analyze the data,
Right.
which is primarily important.
Right.
Like, for example, we've heard about, just to mention an example,
Right.
like the EV chargers.
Right.
So that is something which we see on the roads,
Right.
which has been planted at different
Yeah.
locations. Uh, we've launched a product, and that has a very high scalable solution, can be used for commercial segments and residential segments. But also it has an interface where the admins can map and know how much energy has been utilized to charge, uh, which in turn is a strong data, because that really supports, everybody has a sustainability goal.
Right.
The question was all about the sustainability.
Yes.
Now, the sustainability has been classified into different scopes. Now, when we talk about the indirect emissions, which is the scope 3 emissions, this is the most difficult task to track
Right.
for organizations. Now, when we have such kind of interfaces where the data are captured, then the people can easily refer the data and derive the CO2 emissions, calculate the CO2 emissions. So we keep in mind that all our technology what has been launched has seamless interfaces which is easy for the customers to access. Also that those interfaces helps them to help their either the controllability part or towards the emission side. And we have really strong goals that way with respect to the ROHS compliance as well. So all the products are ROHS compliant because the organization as a whole at the global level has really strong sustainability goals.
Right. So now that there is a rising demand of smart homes, people just don't want to build homes; they want them to be smart. So how Panasonic is contributing to that need of consumer?
Absolutely. Uh, the demand of the customers are changing.
Yeah.
as you mentioned.
Yes.
They really need the functionality, but that has to be smart as well.
Yeah.
So we keep in this mind for all our newly launched products, especially for the home applications. So be it the wiring devices, which is the primary interface for the customer to access or to interact with any kind of the appliances or the lighting inside the home. So we have built in a lot of intelligence into these products, giving the customer a wireless access as well as app-based connectivity. When we talk about the lighting, we have we are giving the customers the options of the independent individual dimmable aspects to the lighting. Also the color changing, which has been not there before. Once you buy a luminaire, you have to stick it with one particular color temperature. So today the customer is getting the options to change the color temperatures, have different kind of effect inside the rooms. Uh, and hence that way, whenever a product is getting launched, we are ensuring that keeping this thought process in our mind, that the customers has to have a connected solutions, as well as the customers will have more wireless scalable solutions into it. We are also seeing such kind of trends, not just in the commercial and residential segment, but also in the industry segment in near future. The industry segment has also started talking about more energy efficient solutions, but in a connected way.
So the next question is, what advancements are you bringing in connected lighting and IoT enabled electrical systems?
Thank you. So this is something primary we are looking forward as far as the future product launches, as far as upgrading the current product as well, because the customers' demands are getting changed. The customers has expectations in terms of connected solutions.
Right.
So when we, to start with, probably I can say, uh, we have to start with the wiring devices. We have switches, which is, we call it as the Europa series, which is Mirai enabled app-based connectivity is there.
Right.
We have launched switches, which is Smart Urban or Roma Urban, and this has one is it's touch-based product.
Right.
The second is it has wireless connectivity to any kind of uh, you know any kind of utility connected to those switches.
Okay.
So that's about the wiring devices, and the wiring devices technologies is getting further upgraded in terms of giving more wireless connectivity to it. Now, the second product what I can mention as an example in our portfolio is uh, into the indoor air quality.
Okay.
Uh, in, we have a product which has been launched, which we call it as energy recovering unit. Primarily, we call it as an energy recovering unit. It has both the applications. It also gives an energy efficiency inside the indoor for the
Right.
air conditioners.
Right.
The second is it also purifies the air.
Wow.
So the product is quite innovative. It uses a heat exchange technique, uh, which uses basically the cooled air inside
Right.
to cool down the external air which is being brought in order to ensure that the indoor air quality improves.
Okay.
So so these are the two examples which I would like to primarily say. In addition to that, we are working on the lighting part as well in terms of adding sensors. We already have technology where the lighting sensors will save energy based on the daylight incursion, based on occupancy, and also it provides you additional data with respect to what's the kind of occupancy, what is the kind of air quality inside the room, uh, what is the temperature inside the
Right.
room. So these data really help you to further optimize if for a large indoor commercial space, uh, uh, so that you get more effective energy utilizations.
Right. So, how does Panasonic ensure safety, durability, and long term reliability across all the solutions?
Safety is the primary aspect for us.
Okay.
Safety and reliability is the primary aspect for us. So as I mentioned that the organization carries this heritage of the Japanese processes, so we insist more towards the quality and durability. So every product launched qualifies through our highly accelerated life test, our durability test. That's what ensures that we are able to launch a product which are highly safe and superior, and it meets all the standards.
Right. So, what are the biggest shifts you are witnessing in consumer behavior within the electrical and automation sector?
I can probably segment this into two.
Right.
One is the premiumization. There's huge demand into the premium segment. Uh, the customers are no more looking at the functionality of the product. The customers are looking at how premium the product is going to be in terms of the economics, in terms of the aesthetics, of course the functionality, and as you mentioned, how the Gen Zs are looking forward for
Right.
the connected solutions. So the first is premiumization. The second is energy efficiency. Every customer has this defined mindset
Right.
that the product what they purchase has to be energy efficient.
And another question is going to be how Panasonic is contributing to the sustainable and green infra in India.
So thanks for asking that question, because Panasonic Holding Corporations has really strong goals with respect to sustainability. We have categorized that into three. The first is our own impact, which is about ensuring that our factories go zero CO2 emissions, and also implementing solutions which curb the CO2 emissions for the Panasonic offices. The second is the contribution impact, wherein how we are able to give technology and solution to our customers so that the CO2 emissions can be curbed. This ranges starting from hydrogen fuel cells, where the organization is investing huge with respect to providing solutions to customers globally for hydrogen fuel cells. We are also working on many of other solutions, such as, to name one more example, such as air to water heat exchangers. So similar kind of technologies and solutions we are providing to the customers in terms of supporting the customers as part of our contributions impact. So for our own impact also, we are planning to target of around 100 million of CO2 emissions. And even also on the contribution impact, we are again planning around providing technology and solutions so that we can curb around 100 million CO2 emissions. The third one is about the future impact, where the organization is investing huge in terms of bringing in technologies which will support, such as, one thing I can say is the perovskite photovoltaic cells with the Panasonic Holding Corporations is investing huge in terms of the research and development. And this is all about, every glass cell in a building is generating power.
Right.
So this is something really future for us.
Yes.
So again, we are targeting even in that impact also around 100 million. So put together by 2050, the organization is aiming to curb around 300 million CO2 emissions,
Wow.
which is, you can say, almost 1% of the
Right.
global emissions.
Right.
So that way we have really strong sustainable goals, and we are working strongly towards it with respect to controlling our own emissions, as well as providing technology to our customers so that we can have further curb the CO2 emissions.
So moving to the last question,
please.
what do you think Panasonic is a what anybody can just like want their home to be built with Panasonic devices and everything. So what do you think the future is going to be? What is your vision for future and how 20, 30 years down the line it is going to be?
Absolutely. I think the interview started with something you mentioned. That's what I would like to refer.
Yeah.
That you said that Panasonic is a household name.
Yes.
So we've built much more strong around that. Today we have solutions. When you talk about the electrical side, we have full stack solutions. When you talk about the appliances also, we have a wide range of solutions. So we will continue to support and service our customer with the Panasonic heritage
Right.
of reliability, durability, and long life cycles. Added to it, as I mentioned, that the company is investing huge. We have current products also aligned with the connected solutions, and we are also launching many, upgrading our products for the future solutions, which will ensure that a seamless connectivity will be there. So you have Panasonic products in your home. Every Panasonic product can be seamlessly integrated, and app-based controls. And also, in addition to that, you have, I've mentioned in one of your questions previously,
Yes.
that avoiding less human interference.
Right.
So you will have more solutions associated with that. That's what our future dream, and Panasonic will work strongly on that.
Well, that was an insightful discussion, and
Thank you.
it was. We are so thankful for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.